into his butthole to defeat Trump.
Shooting lasers into his butthole.
No, I'm playing a generic Cholo character.
Oh.
You look like someone I would see in Chicago, like Wicker Park. They ask you, like, hey, bro, what kind of vape mod do you have?
You mean Wigger Park?
Yeah, that too. Well, you're not white, so come on. Anyways, so over the latest episode of The Altar, we got Yimra. He's phoning in from somewhere other location because he forgot we were doing this tonight.
Hamburg, Germany.
Yeah, and then we got Ben. Doing stuff. How you guys doing? Huh? Doing pretty good?
Pretty good.
I need to get a fucking haircut. I look like shit.
Yeah, you do.
I need to get a beard.
I just haven't.
You don't look like shit. You just look like
Homeless.
you spent the last 3 weeks in the woods just hunting skinwalkers.
Just sucking and fucking in the woods.
Dude, I wish. I'm sucking some toes. You know what I mean?
Damn, homie.
Well, no, dude.
I don't got a hunting permit, but
the COVID shit really fucked up everything, for me. So I'm trying to get an appointment to trim my beard up because I was gonna let it out, but my fucking he's 7 months now. My youngest son turned 7 months the other day, so I gave for him, but he's been pulling the shit out of my beard, and I'm like, fuck, and I'm like, this fucking hurts. I almost beat the shit out of him. Like, you're violating that AP.
There's a 7-month-old child who's gonna fucking ring around.
Yo, what's up, No Shay? Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna get this super trimmed up. I'm like, well, I gotta make sure. I'm trying to schedule an appointment, all that. It's like a fucking mess. But yeah, everyone. So for anyone that does not know, I got my Tumblr nuked, terminated, because I was spreading COVID misinformation. That I didn't do. I did not spread any COVID misinformation, and I'm appealing the decision. I've messaged Tumblr support.
Don't they kind of say it's final? Like now at the
They
time they
say it's
read it.
They say it's final. But man, I'm Association of Free People, friend of the show. He had fucking. I think he got one of his blogs back that was terminated. And I
know some people do, but it's pretty rare or difficult unless I don't know. I think there's certain ways you can, but it's just a pain in the ass.
Basically, what I did is I messaged them saying I got deleted for spreading. If you said I spread COVID misinformation, but I didn't. So that burden's on you. You got to prove that. I think it was an automated thing. And I'm like, if you're going to terminate someone's fucking account, you should not automate that. You should actually check it for context too. Because I'm like, what fucking post could I possibly made? Because everything, I stick to the CDC bullshit. I just flip it in my favor for most things, right?
The drunk driving statistics.
Yeah. It's that works for me.
70% of car accidents are caused by sober drivers. Therefore, drunk drivers are better drivers.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You could use a data set for whatever you want.
You can abuse data to any ideal you want if you're enough of a piece of shit.
Yeah. And alcohol enjoyers. Yes. I love that post.
We actually take the term beverage enjoyers. Because alcohol gets a negative stigma being used in certain conversation pieces, but alcohol enjoyers is fine, but you gotta be wary because it's like using Gypsy or Amani. You got it depends who you're talking to.
Yeah, I got Yimra, are you in the chat right now?
Later in the episode for Yimra's final solution on the gypsies.
Yeah.
Whoa! Back up.
I was making a joke that I'm like the squirrely otters in the chat, but I'm like, but Yimra's right here, so who is it? What's going on? But yeah, he's saying that he wonders if Tiff got any of her accounts back. I don't think she ever tried. I'm pretty sure what no shit was saying.
I think she might have gotten one back, but it got re-deleted, and then her other one got deleted, and then another one got deleted.
For her, does it really matter? Because if you're an account that gets consistently deleted, and then not only that, you make basically the same account every time, profile picture and name. I don't know what you expect to happen, because it's just going to keep happening.
Like with Luke.
Oh shit! Wager on liberty, voluntarism. Get out of here. So we got
voluntarily drink and drive.
We got
like a true American
up in the club. Didn't even blog my posts. It was saying that we're live. How dare you? You think this is gaming YouTube ID? So, anyways, we talk about so that was my L for the year, was getting deleted, and not even a good way, because I'm like, if I was actually spreading, like I was talking about earlier, And he's like, you were spreading COVID misinformation, so that's kind of a W. I'm like, but I actually wasn't. If I wish I was doing that.
Like if you're suggesting that urine
COVID,
drinking could cure COVID, that would be Well, I mean, we don't know if that's true.
I didn't say that.
So. I mean, I'm just saying that would be a good example.
Sava's saying
actually, if you don't have COVID and you drink and drive and you get into an accident, that will somehow get you COVID when they test your body.
Oh, base.
True facts.
I love. I don't know what is up with. Oh, because she's swearing. Jenny's just coming up in here swearing after I didn't change the filter. I don't know what's going on with that. But Sava's saying that they banned based on IP address, but I didn't have any problem. They said ban my alts probably 10 times. Holy shit. Oh, lucky me that I don't have to deal with that. But no, if now I need to get terminated for being racist. Because I'm going to be like Thanos. I'm going to be collecting all the fucking terminations for every reason. Maybe like domestic terrorism would be like another one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Me and my friends, when we found out PlayStation chats can be recorded for violating certain things. Now every time we get into chat for after the first hour, someone's like, "I full name, my home address, want to bomb the White House," and then get very specific on what they're going to do. And sometimes we'll just say another person's name from our high school or some shit, just hoping one day it's gonna come up in court for the funniest fucking reason to go to jail for federal prison.
Oh my god,
that would be incredible.
Based,
very based, very red pill.
The only difference is there's a somewhat more likely chance that a federal agent would arrive at your door for those kind of things than any of the other violations of terms of service. Mainly because they kind of have to check if you're going to.
So is that why you're not home right now and you're at your friend's place?
I am right now. Can't be in the state of New York. New Jersey is a mixed bag, but at least then. I have to deal with New Jersey police, which are not very good at their job. So, it's a mixed bag. That's more of Florida. A lot of gay cops down there.
So I was thinking about cops so funny because I normally don't post anything on my Facebook about anti-cop stuff. I'll do a little bit here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But Liberty Minds, shout out to them, was posting some really good anti-cop memes that I had to share. And I'm I'm probably going to start some shit with the people local around here. They're going to be like, hey, what was that? I'm like, we really like your posts all the time on Facebook, but what's up with this anti-cop stuff now? Always have been, bitch. Waiting for it.
Always.
No, dude, the movie's funny. He's I'm just the cops, I'm just trying to get home, right? It's that's why I signed up to initiate dangerous conflicts with peaceful people. What the fuck? Get out of here. So anyways, that was what we're talking about tonight was L's, Biden's L's specifically for the entire year. Because I only got one L. We went over that. Getting terminated for bullshit. Wish it was real. But no, I just want to laugh at Biden. Because, I want to laugh at myself. Maybe 2 L's for me. Because I actually believed when they got their slight majority with the budget reconciliation, I thought they were going to pass that shit. No problem. I was yeah, that's it, baby. Just fucking give up. Because I thought that second round was going to go through before 2022 hit. But I forgot that government is fucking inefficient for a brief moment.
It's only inefficient when it's convenient. They're efficient when they want to get things done, though. When they actually want to get things done, that matter to only them, of course, though.
I'm just fucking laughing about it.
Because listen, if they want to go ahead and bomb a country for literally fuck all reason, they're going to do what they're doing right now and make a bunch of bullshit up.
Dude, did you see that fucking article that was talking about? I think it was war with Russia or something, and it was brought to you by Lockheed Martin. I'm wait, what? What the fuck?
It's not that one, we just shouldn't fight any country in general because wars are terrible, and 9 out of 10 times they're not a moral reason to have a war. But also, Russia having the whole propaganda thing where they're saying, "Oh, our army's getting really specced out. We got all this cool gear and shit." Is only half true, but also that would give them a good reason to put more funding into gear and weapons, and then it's just going to be a real bad time for whoever has to deal with them because they're actually trying for once to not be a shitty fucking military after the whole 2008 Georgia thing. Because if you look at videos from Georgia, when they invaded and shit, all their gear was like Soviet era garbage, or wearing like fucking like those really shitty lower like little fucking like mag pouches and shit, and like the steel fucking helmets, driving APCs from like 1976. I'm like, oh, that was embarrassing.
This fucking article, I went and found it. It still says presented by Lockheed Martin. How did
care.
The fucking headline is Russia could at any point launch an attack in Ukraine, and right under it is presented by Lockheed Martin. I don't fucking understand
it. Which is weird because Russia has been in Ukraine for several years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now they can attack. They've been in there.
Now they've been in there, and they totally didn't have like pretty much their like Spetsnazi or whatever the fuck Alpha group, whatever you want to call it, whatever group in there wearing no patches, already gunning and running and funneling weapons in military units over there. But now they could be more direct about it, as if it wasn't obvious already without saying it is.
It's fucking incredible. But yeah. So what's the list of I should have like I had time today to do this, but like the list of L's. Well, the first
student loan forgiveness is a good one.
Yes, that is a classic. He's like, oh yeah, like or the student loans. He wasn't able to do anything with that. Not yet. Well, no, not in the first year.
You know what I think they're actually going to do with that? They're just going to, the deadline they keep picking, like kicking the can for it is just going to keep coming up. And they're just going to keep delaying it. Like, apparently he can do it by executive order like he did it last time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like...
so they'll just, like in May, they'll just fucking do it again. And then fucking November, they'll just do it again. And they'll just keep fucking doing it.
And you know what I think they're going to... I think he's going to wait until midterms. This is my guess is wait till midterms, and the midterms are over to where like because they're gonna most likely lose control because that's usually how the midterms work. So then when the midterms come, they're gonna stop pushing it forward. I'm like, well, we can't do anything about it now. I mean, we can't. These Republicans aren't gonna do anything, and the fucking left is gonna eat that shit up. Like, yeah, you fucking Republicans. Like, and I'm like, wait, motherfucker, you guys could have done something for 2 fucking years, and you didn't. Like it's like, oh no, that's not what it is, because the voters' memory is shit and retarded. The voters can't remember.
Well, with all the COVID stuff constantly changing and all the other news they get dumped on, the memory of like things that happen is so fucking like screwed with at this point. But again, most people who have political opinions these days, they get their news very biasly and don't try to look at it. It's just was good, red's bad, or the other way around.
What was the funny shit? Well, when COVID started, I remember that like in 2020, I think it was 2020, that I know when it started, but like when Trump got impeached was February 2020 with all the COVID shit that happened. Like at the end of the year, it's like remember the top, like there's a bunch of top 10 things you could probably think of. Trump getting impeached, couldn't even remember that was in the same fucking year because all the shit that happened. You got brain fog. She was saying was like, yeah, but there was Biden's thing. His whole campaign promise is like, Trump doesn't have a plan for COVID. I do. Okay, how's that going your first year?
Fast forward. There is no federal response to COVID. Goodbye.
He basically took the Trump route and said that it's like literally up to the states. Like, okay, good job. COVID case. What are the COVID cases at now? Because I think they're going down. They're going down now.
Doesn't matter. It's all fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Well, during like around Thanksgiving and Christmas time and New Year's and all that, like people were like going out of the way to get tested, which could easily spike numbers for people who would be asymptomatic but probably still show up on a test. Because I remember like working and seeing like lines out the door for like every urgent care, like that was driving by. Like lines around the building where the wait was like 12 hours. I'm thinking to myself, like,
the wait was 12 hours. You're waiting 12 hours for a fucking test?
I wasn't, but
no, I mean, the people are.
People were waiting like 12 or 8 hours. Like I have a family member who works at like a medical like practitioner's place, like as a secretary or whatever. And she's saying the same thing where it's like, yeah, people are waiting like a certain amount of hours, this and that around that time because everybody's about to go see their family. They want to make sure they're not sick or carrying anything. Which, like, yeah, if you're going to like meet old people, I can get that, but it's like, relax. If you're that worried,
hours.
Just get a home test. I at that point, I'm not. Why would you stand 12 hours outside in the cold on a line with people? That's way worse.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you have the energy and the will to stand in line for hours to get tested, even if you're feeling sick, if you have the energy to do that, you're okay. Just go home, drink some water, eat some soup, like sleep
Just
it
buy
the
a
fuck
home
off.
test at that point, because you being out in the cold, even if you don't have COVID, you could easily get sick from something else for doing that for that long.
Mm-hmm. You get fucking AIDS.
Well, we don't.
I don't think that's how that works. But but Dr. Fauci
We don't know
fucking
if you got
well
it
at it.
from AIDS or with AIDS. You know, if that's how you died.
True.
It's
right.
like the with, because like the terminology's back. It's like before, like with Trump and everything, people were like, well, we don't like. You can't say if it was because of COVID or with COVID, right? Like you gotta you can't lump those two things together or whatever, because people were saying it's like the same thing, with and from. It's the same fucking thing. Now they're saying, well, most of these cases were just with COVID. They didn't die from COVID or whatever. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, now it's convenient because they got pretty much the biggest bargain bin amount of money out of it at the beginning, especially like in New York, where like someone was shot by a fucking handgun and they're like, oh no, COVID did it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Max had COVID when he was on last week. Based, very based.
Word.
So he was looking very good. It was sick. No Shay said he had COVID.
He just had a little cold. They just had the cold. That's all it was.
A little coof.
Little sniffles.
Little
coof.
Coof.
I feel like people need to be reminded though that Dr. Fauci was the lead person involved with the government for trying to help deal with AIDS and HIV.
Yeah. Well, when we
I
had
think people
Luke,
forget about
when we
that
had Luke
very
on,
often.
we talked about that briefly, at least I believe. Yeah. Max wants to call in again. Maybe we'll think about it. COVID 1911. COVID 9/11. Yeah, we have Max. We have Max on help talk about L's we're forgetting about. I would have to get him in.
Which
here.
Max? There's like 3 Maxes.
The less racist Max.
Less racist Max.
Because I'm not gonna say he's not racist, but he's definitely not racist Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So we'll do that. Yeah. So anyone that wants to call in eventually, what we'll do is we do this through Discord. If you want, you get in the Discord server, and then I could change the role. You could be a guest. You could join in, talk to us, and then when I get annoyed with you, I boot you. So that's how that goes. So FYI.
Yeah. Once your use has been kind of filled.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Filled with blood. Oh, so what I want to talk about, also was that
the fuck.
Yeah, Max is jumping in. That weeb, the Snapchat
fucking
filter.
twink.
Oh,
twink.
No. So the other
Let me get the camera up.
the weed episode we did when I got off Yimra, you were talking about how like, oh man, like I wanted Matt to get fucked up. Like, dude, I got kids and shit. And your argument was, well, I know people. Your anecdotal shit was that I know people that smoke up with their kids all the time. Oh yeah, I want to go up to my 3-year-old. Hey bro, hey little J bomb. You want to fucking hit this weed pen with me real quick? No, I got shit to do. So, anyways, Max,
I learned from watching you.
Yeah, but it's weed. That's not.
So
like
that's
a
why
real
you beat
drug.
mommy.
Meanwhile, like both my parents like never smoked outside like 1 or 2 times in high school. But all my uncles on my mother's side were a bunch of junkies or whatever, so it's fine. Not all of them, just a few of them.
So Max, when did you find out you had COVID?
Oh, dude, this last week. I mean, I was sick. Like, I mean, it was MLK Day, right?
Yes, I believe it was.
Yeah, and
yes.
then we had just that whole week, just that mild infection, and then, but so I found out like I got sick, maybe it was 3-4 days out after spending like 4 hours like side by side working with one of my employees, and they were like, oh yeah, I just tested positive for COVID, so guaranteed it was COVID that I got from him.
Dude, it literally got fucking everybody, and that's what's very based.
Oh, this whole week, or like the last, between Christmas and now, I could tell you like 10 people I know got COVID.
I haven't.
No, you already got it. You're super immune, bro.
And that's the thing. And then like now my girlfriend's sick.
Good for her. You know what? Ben can't get it because he's high all the time. He's like, It's like
Yeah, the
whole-
weed.
Exactly.
The weed. They
Mhm.
actually do. They actually keep getting more studies coming out where they say like weed actually helps prevent COVID.
I should tell. I mean, I got a couple joints in the freezer. I can pull them out.
in the
We can go.
freezer.
The freezer, bro. Drink your
Yeah.
beers warm. Grow up.
I'm not in Germany.
I never. You know what though? Honestly, like most booze. Why would you want them ice cold? Fuck that shit.
The shitty
I
I will
beers.
say I'm drinking a G&T right now, and
Gin and
that's cool.
tonic. What are you, a fucking British spy? You prick.
Is that a cat on your couch behind you, Max?
Yeah, that's my
Yes,
cat.
it is.
It just what is it? What is that cat looking at? I
The
thought
ghost.
it was like a cat statue because it's not fucking moving. But now the cat's moving. We're good.
Bing bong
Concerned.
fucking life.
I was concerned because I'm like, I've never seen a cat just stay still
Sometimes
like
he
that.
just stares at the walls.
Let the
I don't
cat
like
live,
it.
Matt.
I've had this house now since September, and we
11th.
moved in November, and yeah, he just stares at the walls randomly. He's always kind of done that, but like he really does that now.
You know, maybe he sees something you don't. You know, like the Sixth Sense, but you know, it's a
I
cat.
think cats do have a sixth sense, man. I believe
Cats
it.
can see Bruce Willis when he was a good actor.
Ooh,
he put out- when he put-
shit.
I'm sorry. Let me correct my statement. When he put effort into his movies instead of these like fucking Redbox like movies where they pay him to like
Oh, yeah.
sit down and hold like a prop 1911 from an airsoft store for like
No,
2
he
minutes.
just- yeah. No, he'll be like on a phone call for like 5 minutes, and like that's his acting thing. He's like not even with the other actors. Like they're it's like obviously his like backyard, and like,
It's where the movie was like, yeah, Bruce Willis, we'll put you in the movie so we can bill you as the actor and people may watch it. He's like, yeah, I'll do the movie, and it's like, well, on one condition, I don't do any scenes outside of like just get a camera, come over here, tell me what the plot is. You get 5 minutes with me. Give me a script. I'll put exactly about 12% effort into it.
12%.
Like,
I was thinking about 12 Monkeys last night though.
Mm.
12 Monkeys.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
I just
that's a good
miss when
movie.
Bruce Willis did good movies.
You've seen 12 Monkeys, you were right?
I haven't in a long time, but I
My
remember
wife
being
has
a
never
really
seen
weird
Blade.
fucking movie.
And I'm gonna have
It's
Blade is
really-
a good fucking movie.
Yeah, she's
So
never
12
seen
Monkeys
Yeah,
is
12 Monkeys.
about a virus intentionally released to wipe out humanity, and it's got this time travel thing to it too.
That's anti-Semitic.
I like how it's called the less racist Max. I've never been banned. And
Well, here. If you know the other Max, then you would know you are less
Well, I-
racist than that Max. Let's be honest.
I am less
Let's all be
racist
honest
than
with
that
ourselves here.
Max.
You
Yeah,
have to be less racist, Max. I'm sorry.
yeah. No, it's true. It's
Well,
it's
'cause-
very true.
'cause-
He's
Racist Max has been banned literally every time because he was being racist. And you have yet to
get
get
on
banned.
Tumblr. I get on Tumblr and I'm like, why do these guys recreate their account like every other day, every night? And like, it's only rarely that I get like I'm on like late enough or at whatever time that they're posting whatever insane shit they're saying, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like I've seen it once or twice. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're on your 13th blog.
Yeah, because there's a lot. There's the one dude from the British dude, I don't know, Fenton, that whatever I might pronounce it.
Oh,
Fentanyl.
It's called
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl, yeah.
Which I think
Fentanyl.
is a very clever reference to David Chauvin kneeling.
Oh,
Yeah.
looks like
George Floyd's.
it looks like Arms Not Signs got deleted and remade recently.
And then there's like repentant.
Yeah,
retard.
he got actually, what did he get nude for? Because I actually asked him.
Gun violence?
Was it gun violence to himself?
No.
No, Arms
Yeah, cool if
Arms
he
Not
did.
Signs got terminated because of we don't encourage violence or hatred, don't post content for the purpose of promoting and inciting the hatred of or dehumanizing individuals or groups.
There's
so-
like Afghan like Taliban members on Tumblr, right? Like and
Could you imagine being an
Twitter's
Afghan
worse.
terrorist, like fucking like Mujahideen like guy, just on Tumblr, like live blogging? Wait, no,
You know-
honestly, that sounds like a great time. I need to follow that.
That sounds
shit.
like a
Yeah, yeah.
fantastic time.
I don't care
I would
what side
follow
they're
that
on
in a
because
heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
geopolitics are shit. But like, come on now, that's gotta be fun. Like, yeah, we just blew up like an effigy of like some historical thing from 5,000 years ago. LOL. Here's a video.
LOL.
Like LOL. Like just watch us just have this Toyota Tacoma with a fucking like 50 cal in the back as you just gunned down a fucking like Sumerian like fucking structure that has more historical importance than like anything in the British Museum.
No, they.
It's more of an ISIS thing, to be fair.
I've seen. What's honestly based about the Taliban is that they.
No, please go on.
Continue.
No, there's no federal agents listening at all. Can you speak closer to my chest real quick?
No.
That's the quote of the day. It's honestly based about the Taliban.
Yo, how
they're like
26 minutes in.
meritocracy.
I like
is
how quiz is
based-
derailed. You wanted to talk about L's, and now we're talking about like how based the Taliban is.
Their meritocracy within the organization, like if you want to get like promoted and get a government position and stuff, is writing, Islamic poetry and being like
wait,
a literary.
Wait. So this is like.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
this is a
I'm
good
sorry,
point.
sorry. I already got a great bit for this now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, your like entrance exam is and like you're expected to regularly be like this Islamist poet,
Warrior poet,
like literary warrior poet. They're like Ice Cube. they're basically just. I mean, they're basically white anyways, too, right? Afghanistan, it's Bactria, it's Alexander the Great's bastard children. So.
I want to see the Taliban version of "Today Was a Good Day," done by the same dude who did like the music videos for the Saddam regime. So there's this one video that goes around every once in a while, and it's got this fly ass fucking like Arabic synthwave on it, and I'm just like, damn.
Damn.
Do you like listening to Mamado Wood? Mamado Wood is Chic to the Future is an amazing album. It was actually sent back from the future to the past to us to understand. It's on YouTube, I think, right?
So what you're saying is basically Dune is real.
Yeah.
It is going to be a Paul Muad'Dib.
Do you know what I'm wearing right now?
The spice must
Sadly,
flow.
too much clothes. Take them off.
I'm cooking chicken dinner right now. Yes, and this is actually custom made by my ex's mom. And the spice must flow.
Yeah. So what you're saying is in the Taliban, they basically have like the communists' wet dream of writing poetry.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what I'm saying is like if communists want to do like writing poetry as a job, they should just join the Taliban.
Yes.
If they do that, I'd actually give them some respect because that'd be kind of based.
What's happening right now is another L for Biden. If we want to redirect here, is that now that we're totally out of Afghanistan, is that the whole economy was totally propped up on U.S. aid. Like there was no real economy there.
Yeah.
And they were just getting food shipped in and everything like that. And like people are literally starving now.
I'm looking at the list if PolitiFact is to be trusted, which it looks like. It actually looks like they're doing pretty good on what he failed by Raytheon? On. Yes. No, because all this stuff, like, he had like 16, like, so he had like 99 promises, right? But a bitch ain't one.
99?
Yeah, he made like 99 campaign promises. And I'm looking through them right now because, of course, they go like everything's in the works, right? Like the rest of the stuff that he hasn't done yet, it's in the works. It's not failed, it's just in the works. But the stuff he did get through was like the stupid shit, like reversing the family separation policies. Like, okay, yeah, you guys can just be caged together now. Like, okay, I mean, it's a step up, but it's still fucking terrible.
It's not. It's still like we'll give him credit. You gotta give him credit for that, I guess. But it's like the most non-step up.
Yo, like, shout out for still caging up human beings, but keeping them together.
Very nice.
It's like, well, at least you shot him in the head.
You know what? I'll give him a W for that. You know, just be a little nice about things with your foil blankets.
Those fucking like space blankets that
sitting in some concrete facility with chain link fence.
Yeah, basically like Guantanamo Bay, but like a lot less interesting. Sir,
this one that he
Take
so
your time.
The date is important here. The first day he was in, January 21st, 2021. He immediately rescinded the Muslim bans, right? Didn't he reenact that later? I swear to God, he reenacted some not Muslim bans, but like bans from Muslim countries because of COVID and shit.
No, I think
he did actually.
Got blocked on his original bans, though, right?
Wait, what's that?
Like Trump couldn't get the bans through. Like he got struck down by the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know. Like, it's like all the stuff, all the promises he's able to do is like stupid shit, like rejoin the World Health Organization. Oh wow, good. Look at that. How good was that? Where'd that get you? Who?
You guys remember that DARPA leak where they pretty much straight up said like, yeah, it was released from Wuhan, most likely accidentally. We don't really know. LOL. You guys remember that DARPA leak? That was
leak
like,
yeah, it's this Marine colonel or something like that. But when I was reading it, it sounded more like he was reporting on the media reporting of it.
Mm-hmm.
In a sense, like it seemed authentic, but he might, without context of what that letter was talking about, it could be him saying, this is what Tucker Carlson's saying, versus, like that something starts with an I, is effective for treating COVID or something like that.
Here we go. Yeah. So Defiant L's thank you wager. Donald Trump's remain in Mexico policy is dangerous, inhumane, and goes against everything we stand for as a nation of immigrants. My administration will end it. And then breaking, Biden re-implement Trump's remain in Mexico policy in November. So yay for that. Classic stuff.
I guess we'll just ignore the history of us stopping immigrants from coming in at certain times. Yeah. Actually, several times in our history. Not that that's a good thing, but it's not exactly like we haven't done this before, sadly, because people are fucking awful, bro.
Yeah, people are fucking terrible. But yeah, so Biden has had a shit year, and I'm surprised he could still. Obviously, this is the common joke, but it's true. Like I don't know, he can't make sentences. Like I was listening to some shit from his year in. He was like, someone asked him like, oh yeah, like inflation's bad and stuff like that.
Inflation
like,
porn is bad. You're right.
He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. So listen, Jack, whatever. And he started talking about like it was like a jumbled mess of shit, and I'm like, holy fuck. And luckily, I think I had my post the other day, on like Facebook or something, where I was talking about like this dude needs to be put out to pasture. Like it's time. Just give us Harris.
There was another thing today, apparently, where like a reporter from Fox asked him about inflation. He called him a stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to mention.
In the fucking thing, yeah.
He said, "You're an asset."
I'm giving points for that.
Stupid son of a bitch.
That's funny. Ooh. Honestly, calling a journalist a stupid son of a bitch.
Very nice. Yeah. That's a W for him. For sure.
Yeah, that's a W. Mm-hmm. We gotta give him a W on that.
Gotta give him one W. Gotta give him one W.
Is that Fox guy that looks like he just
Fox died.
Came out of
which Fox guy? The one that looks like a gigantic condom that got like all saggy and shit after being used, or
no? He's the young one. He's tight and fresh.
He's tight and fresh. What? Anderson Cooper's back? He's on Fox now.
Oh God.
No. What guy is it?
I know it's not Anderson Cooper, but still, he's the only journalist I can think of who's a slim twink, who aged gracefully. Honestly, he actually looks better with white hair. Too bad he's like related to like some fucking scumbags.
With
Peter Ducey.
What?
Ducey?
What are you even talking about? It's not Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, it's not Tucker Carlson.
It's the White House reporter for Fox. It's Peter Ducey.
His name is Peter Ducey. How do you spell that last name?
Peter Ducey.
D-O-O-C-Y.
Peter Cucci.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh.
About to drop a Peter Ducey.
So Jenny was like,
he looks
laughing.
like he's been in a lot of college, like
What's up?
fake. I was straight or like straight guy
Peter
like
pussy.
experiments with gay porn kind of
Oh
stuff.
my god. So Jenny's trying to be like, oh yeah, he can't make sentences. Y'all have that in common, like me. I'm like, I have an excuse. And she's like, oh yeah, you're a zombie too? No, I'm drinking, bitch. The fuck you think this is?
Word. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, what kind of
Fucking women
podcast do you
asking
think
questions?
this is?
What kind of fuck this is?
This is voluntary Alzheimer's, okay?
I'm
tell you.
gonna make her a mod and
Jeez.
take it away.
Listen, I'm
'cause I
just
Word.
promoting more brain damage on my end. If I take enough substances, maybe I'll like just horseshoe it around to making my brain better. Like Mentats and Fallout, like I'll just keep taking enough uppers and drinking and abusing every narcotic I can until my body eventually just like responds like, yeah, you're gonna be even smarter now. And I'll be like,
Smarter?
sweet. I'm gonna be even
like
smarter now.
like wicked fucking smart.
Like wicked
Your
fucking
charisma has
smart.
been increased by 2.
I'm
decreased.
smarter, and I'm like Mark Wahlberg after the hate crime thing, and I got famous in underwear.
All right. So how long we're doing bets now on how long Biden lives, or until he we'll do until he has to step down.
I mean, I think after these, like, until he's out of office, I don't think they'll let him die.
Yeah,
Like, they
probably not.
literally will not let him die. Like, the amount of medical and scientific like resources they have, they will refuse to let the fucking guy die, because I think if
actually running in 2024,
I don't. He may, but I really doubt it would work, because I think even people who are on the left would rather literally any other Democrat. I think the young voters that they now have amped up throughout the last like few years, pretty much since the Obama administration, will not want Biden. They will want some other like blue fucking douchebag who's going to do the same thing.
Biden's approval rating is like stupid low right now for obvious reasons, right? Because 39%.
What was that quote from that one politician who talked about someone's approval rating and said like where they dragged somebody out the street and he was shot was like even higher than theirs?
Yeah, it's because those were better times, We don't live in
that
those
was
good
back
times
when
anymore.
you would those were times where like the point of like all like that paperwork those fucking loser slave traders back in the 1700s made was like, if you didn't like your politician and they did a lot of bad things for you and the people, you could, by the means of the paperwork they made, drag them out in the street and shoot them in the fucking head. The irony, of course, they said we the people are free and all this other shit, but then they fucked their slave wives and had black children that they didn't give any respect to. So I mean, I think that piece of paper means nothing at the same time, but at least there's something there.
New conspiracy
they fucked
theory.
up, and at least in absolute monarchy, it's obvious that like there's an elite cabal, right? And their names. They're like prancing around. If
they wear funny jewelry.
Yeah, they wear funny jewelry. You could take them out into the middle of the street and get stuff rolling.
I mean, you still could today. The only difference is it would not be a good end for you. It's not like France where you can have like 12 revolutions. It's just like, all right, well, we killed the last guy with a guillotine. This guy's going to be shot by firing squad. And the next one, we're just going to put him on an island. And he's going to come back and then he's going to get shot again or whatever. You can't really do that anymore in a first world country unless you're like Eastern Europe where like most other countries won't give a half a shit.
No,
sadly.
Like Romania is the classic example.
Well,
right?
hold the Romania thing real quick. Fuck off in the chat. Great name, by the way. It says, make Mandate of Heaven great again. Go, Romania.
I think we should have one of those like Chinese, like one of those like Chinese conflicts like they had back in the day where it was like not a two-sided war. Like just have 5 different
believe
sides.
that Max was going to say something first, and then you just rudely interrupted him.
No, I've been drinking nothing but Kraken.
Yeah. How dare you?
So, excuse me. First, you see just veins popping out of my head. I'm having a great time.
Doing his thing first. Yim's doing his thing first. And
he's drinking.
I had a little comment. That was all.
Yeah, have the comment. I'm sorry. The amount of blood coming to my head is insane right now.
I shouldn't have interrupted that.
Yeah, like a 5-way war in China. It's like, that's what bothers me on Twitter. I follow like the National Divorce hashtag, whatever, on Twitter. And they always assume like they showed like the county by county map of the 2020 election results, They assume like, oh, this is going to be your countries, the two, like blue versus red across all 50 states, and you're going to make two countries out of it. It's like, no, it's not going to be two. It's not going to be two. It's going to be like 5. Okay. It's going to be Cascadia, California, Texas.
Because you got to think about like certain states like New York, where like the only parts that are actually like blue are literally like New York City and a few like counties around those areas, and maybe some upstate near Canada,
like Albany.
Yeah, just the little parts, like the college towns. But like, think about a college town in the West. Think about like Boise in Idaho. It's a college town. It's liberal. It's got plenty of bleeding heart.
Boise, Idaho.
But they live in Idaho. They got constitutional carry. They don't bitch about that all the time. They just call the local police department racist, and it's like they kill literally per capita too. They kill per capita 1/1000th the percent that LAPD does, right? Of black people in Boise. So
incredible.
You're happy with it. So they would fall in line if it was, are you releasing the Kraken over there?
Yo, he's got the Kraken, all right.
Yeah, I love these because you have the little finger loops.
Yeah. Do you ever do the over the shoulder thing?
I mean, my strategy was back when I used to go to like parties in like high school and college and shit, was I didn't want to deal with a cheap, shitty beer. So I'd always just buy myself like a decent sized handle, and I just carry it around the entire time, which also was a great conversation starter. And I could offer drinks to people because, I'm drinking the whole time. And someone's like, oh my God, is that yours? It's like, yes, I've been carrying it the whole fucking time. Forehead. Clap.
Forehead.
Fucking idiot.
Forehead. Fucking dab it up.
Fucking forehead.
I also just another question. You don't have to disclose too much, but are like you in like an office building, or is that just like?
No, I'm actually trapped in Hoboken, New Jersey right now. I'm evading police capture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Twin crimes.
If you're seeing the stucco on the wall, that's because I am in a warehouse in Hoboken. Don't worry about it.
Apparently, this is a
fun thing. I was just seeing ceiling tile, and I was like, whoa.
Apparently, in New Jersey, it is illegal to lie about your orientation. He said he was a twink, and they were like, "You're an otter."
Don't you fucking say it, you motherfucker! You motherfucker, you.
So he committed otter crimes.
Yeah, otter crimes. So that's why he's evading capture. And when the heat dies down, he's going to scurry back to New York or whatever otters do. I don't know. That's how it works.
They swim. He's going to swim.
They get all wet in the river. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, he's getting wet, all right.
I got no ammunition for this right now. I'm gonna be honest.
So speaking of gay shit, so we've got to get there. It's past 30 minutes.
You're right. Yeah,
I made a joke that Brokeback Mountain would be like 5 to 10 minutes if they were both bottoms. They'd be like, oh, okay, never mind. But it would be longer if they were tops, because they would be the tops would be like, hey man, no, like just trust me, try it out. Like no, you try it out. And maybe like 20 to 30 minutes in that case.
But who would fold over though? Which would be Jake Gyllenhaal, or would it be fucking?
Oh, it'd be Jake Gyllenhaal, no question.
Yeah,
no question.
Well, I know, but I just wanted to have the question.
There's no argument. There's no debate. Like, yeah, it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal would be the bottom if they were both tops in that situation. He's got those eyes, he has those eyes that he'd be more of a receiver than a giver.
Bottom eyes.
I remember I was playing poker. I remember playing poker, and my buddy Mike was like flipping through the TV, and we turned it on like to that scene was literally happening, right? And, like, we're like, who's the bottom? Who's the bottom? Like, yeah, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, we knew that motherfucker was the bottom. Then we went back and played some poker, and then I think my buddy Dan was like, "Hey, you guys ever like scratch your asshole?" I'm like, "No, bro, not happening. We're not doing this today."
Whoa! We're not trying to discover sexual interests.
Yeah, we're not at college yet.
His friend just
a weird
friends. It was like 8 guys.
Eight
guys. Yeah, your prostate milk.
We should get Typhus on here. Let's make a nice proper episode.
Typhus.
However the fuck you say his name. Tuberculosis?
What are you talking about?
Am I like clinically
Thievis?
retarded on this one?
Thievis?
How do you
You
say
might
it?
be.
Thivy?
Tevis? Tiffy,
Thivus?
whatever. Though. He changed his name. He had a previous.
Thivus?
What's with the phonetics of this guy's fucking name? I don't know.
THIVVUS.
The pink-haired twink. The pink-haired twink.
I don't know what he
All right?
looks like, but I'm pretty sure
The
that I
tall
know.
pink-haired twink with the smooth skin.
You'll link me.
That's not specific at all. Pink hair twink with the smooth
The
skin.
one in our own circle that like isn't
That's like
posed. That,
half of. That's like half of Portland.
What do you mean one in our Thievis?
Thievis.
I don't-
okay, I think it's like everybody has a different way
No,
to pronounce.
I
his
don't.
fucking name
But
with
I
this-
don't.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I don't-
Jenny says the age play pedo.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
another moderator's handle this. I wonder if I make Jenny a mod, if it will let her
Wait.
swear.
They're
I'm gonna do
pedo?
that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Jenny, what are the deets on this?
Give the deets. 'Cause I was about to grab
He
my
looks
beer,
like
dude. I'm
HP
I'm
Lovecraft.
throwing it back.
He looks like he's got a bird in his mouth and he's not letting it go.
I don't know about HP. I don't know. He doesn't look like HP Lovecraft. He doesn't see the horrors of Rhode
No,
Island kind
I
of like
don't.
type beat.
I don't know what Thieves looks
Here, I
like.
should pull the chicken in my oven out of the
Pull the chicken out of the
while we're
oven.
doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pull,
go
pull
do
that
that.
fucking white meat out of the oven. Yeah, nice and
Yeah, pull
warm
it
and
out.
ready. You
Why you pull
fucker.
out, bro? Why
Yeah,
you pulling
yeah.
out?
Oh, you know
We
what's
can do
funny? Now I think I know what that cat was looking at. I think the cat was looking at the oven
Oh, the smell in the chicken.
because
like,
I think there's probably because there's got to be an opening by.
Oh, how it
like,
wafts out.
yeah.
Mm.
Like so that cat was looking at the oven like I know this food in there and I'm gonna fuck
Cat's
it up.
still.
I know
still
there's
chilling on the
chicken in
couch.
there.
The cat's
Don't
passed
pay
out.
no never mind to me, master. I
So-
know there's chicken in there.
So I was having
Wow.
like other like super dark thoughts because I was kind of speeding home today, and
Base.
I was like if there's a fucking cop right here that's gonna pull me over, I'd be so pissed. And then
So I use Waze.
did he put on an apron for that?
He's had it on.
Less racist Max just put on a fucking apron.
What the
To
fuck?
take
is
out-
Had
take
it
out a
on.
start.
He shut it off before. It's got a Dune quote on it.
Oh, you know what? I thought that was a regular shirt.
I did also think that was a shirt.
Yeah, I thought it was a regular shirt. That's why. Okay.
From his
Okay, okay.
ex's mom.
Hey, how am I more aware of what's going on right now?
Okay.
I'm like, I'm never.
Yeah. Okay, but you know
Whip your
what?
dick out.
But this is worse. This is worse. You're wearing an
Take your
apron
pants off.
when you're not even grilling. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, wait. Take your pants off. Keep the apron on.
It's
Be
like
suggestive.
I was handling a raw chicken and I didn't want to
be a man. Hey, be a
Why
man.
wearing a kerchief, bro? What's with the neck?
Be a
beard?
man.
Oh, dude, I live in the far west.
Oh, yeah, no,
mountain
he's good.
North. It's
Oh,
fucking.
we gonna start
cold.
explaining about the weather now. Oh boy,
It's like
just take your clothes off.
Max made.
You're home now. You can get comfortable.
No, it's good.
I don't
You're
want
good.
to fucking.
You're good.
for the-
You're good. You don't have to defend
Oh,
yourself.
yeah.
You don't have to defend yourself.
That's what he
It's
does.
fine. You're okay. You're among
You
friends.
think I'm some boil brother where I get naked in my own house, like just walk around with like sweat robes and
Yeah.
shit?
Don't
Hell
talk
yeah.
talking dirty to me like that right
Yeah,
now.
just
Don't
keep
fucking-
take it off. Slow.
Yeah. Take
Yo, where's the girl at?
slowly.
Keep her-
What do you
and
guys
sing
think he's
happy birthday, Mr. President. like
showers
Marilyn
naked or
Monroe.
something? Like, no.
Take it off.
She's
Should
got-
be like
yeah.
cooking bacon and letting the
Yep.
the grease just shoot up on his chest.
Yeah, so she walked in. We didn't see your face, girl. You found.
Let it get into his
Yeah, no
hair and
worries.
then give it a good excuse to lick it off. Get that bacon
No,
grease
so-
flavor in your tongue.
So
Oh my
that's
God.
So that was definitely the cat was looking at the food. But anyway, so when I was driving home today, I was like, if there's this fucking cop here, because like they're very lame about like 5 over or whatever. So I'm like,
Mm.
if I get pulled over, can I mute him? Sure can. So anyways, let's clear that.
see me.
So muted Max temporarily, but I was like, if I get pulled over, I'm gonna, because I was just in a mood today. I was gonna tell this fucking cop if he pulled me over, like, you are so fucking useless. I hate you. I hope that you go drive later, and when you're chasing after someone that's going 5 over for a stupid fucking ticket, I hope you get in a crash and fucking die. And then I'm gonna go
Yeah,
to
I'm
your
sure that'll go over
funeral.
well.
I'm like, then I'm gonna. Well, what are they gonna do? I'm like, then I'm gonna go to your fucking funeral. Like, I'm gonna unmute Max.
All right, guys. I made
What are you doing?
dinner.
Yes, so you're
I
gonna
made chicken and gravy and mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts,
Base.
and I'm really excited to eat
But you
it.
didn't make
go.
goldfish.
Go eat it. Go take
Go
a
enjoy your
picture and
food,
tag
dude.
me in
Yeah,
it.
Love you.
that sounds
Take a
really
picture and
good.
tag me in it.
You know,
Yeah, white power.
So-
White power.
Have a good
Wait
night,
a
man.
minute. White power.
Yeah, white power. That's what's up.
No, we're handsome supremacy here. Good
Yeah,
looking
right,
supremacy.
you can't say white power. You're not white.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Good looking, hot supremacy is even better.
Mhm.
Why make it a racial line kind of issue when it's just the superior people are the attractive ones?
See, look at that.
Oh, look at that. Damn,
Look at
dude.
this man. Man, he looks like Colonel Custer if he didn't lose.
all right,
If they, it's like the 7th Cavalry actually
Awful.
won fucking little bighorn.
So good. All right, he's out. Shout out to Max coming out. But to finish it,
This is why we can't have nice guests.
yeah, right. This kid. He's not a nice guy. So I was gonna finish. I'm like, I'm gonna go to your funeral and speak that your fucking your cop father wouldn't have died if he was just not fucking harassing people constantly. I was like, how well will that go over in a small town? I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to find out.
Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah.
Not to be an expert on the social dynamics of a small town, but I'd say that would probably not go over in any way positive for you at all.
Oh, I don't care. I don't care if it doesn't.
That's
Because it doesn't.
fair. That's
Because no one like. What's funny is like nobody knows me here. It's like I'm super safe for the most part. So if, like
Yeah,
so
but then
cool.
you just fuck it up in all one go.
I don't care. I'm not gonna be here forever. You know.
Yeah,
So-
one day you're gonna have to go to Hoboken, New Jersey to save me.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ben will. Ben wants the excuse to shoot some people
I'm
with an automatic
I'm
weapon.
closer. I'm
So
closer.
why not?
We don't even have automatic.
I'm not going
weapons.
to New Jersey.
We don't have automatic.
If
weapons.
I'm going to New
Whoa,
Jersey,
whoa.
I'm going
You
to New
would-
Jersey in the air to nuke
You're not gonna go to New Jersey to help me and give you an excuse to use some of your weapons
it.
for
No,
a valid
I'm not.
reason. You'll be killing New Jerseyans. That's
Yeah.
a net positive.
Yeah, but I die in New
Oh,
Jersey,
so
though. That's
good.
not worth it.
You wouldn't die in New Jersey. You'd be saving my life in New Jersey, and you get to
What do
kill
you
New
know?
Jerseyans. Where is the negative here outside of
What
being
if,
New Jersey?
listen, this is what I'll do. Just you become a domestic terrorist while you're in New Jersey, and the CIA will just send you weapons. And then
I
you
don't
can
think
get
that's how that works. I mean, the only
That's
person
exactly
from
how
New
that works.
Jersey that did anything
I like
good was
that.
pretty much Frank
Oh my
Sinatra.
God.
Well,
So,
you're broken enough. They will send you guns. They'll do it.
I like that.
Okay.
The fuck off in the chat. Flashback to Matt's mom raging at him for not going to his brother's cop thing. Yep, that was.
oh,
fucking hysterical.
someone knows the lore.
I think that is from the linguistics angle. Pretty sure fuck off is Watchmen. I would have to say, which is our friend, not Aiden. I would believe. But the linguistics, that's how we got our famous anarcho primitists, Ted Kaczynski. Shout out, friend of the show.
I don't know if that one's going to go over well with the federal government.
That's fine.
Oh, Jenny. So Jenny just said that all cops are bad was Arm Not Sign's side blog, and she didn't know it. She's like, he lost it when he got banned. That wasn't the only one he lost. He lost
Gaysex.com.
how many blogs? He lost he lost a shit.
Suckers Anonymous.
I'm trying to say, like, he lost like a fucking bunch of blogs, I thought.
Prostate Suckers 12. I'm naming some of the blogs, my bad.
He had several blogs that were deleted. Several. So at least 3 or 4. That'd be what several is.
More than 2, less than 6.
Yes. But
Several is a good number. That always sounds like more than 3 to 7. I don't know why I always think several is like 7.
Fuck off says he's not Watchmen.
But who's going to watch The Watchmen? Society will.
no, I think he's lying. I don't trust. I don't trust like that.
Maybe it's Gary.
Gary Busey?
I think Gary just
Sure.
says he's Gary. But
There's a Bruce Willis Gary Busey movie.
But
That's it.
what the fuck's I got? Something to say
Yeah.
about finish up the story of. I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I talked about that whole not going to my brother's bullshit.
We definitely have.
Yes. Okay.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have, so I'm not gonna actually go into that route.
So cock and ball torture or cock and ball nurture.
Yeah, cock and ball torture.
So what do you guys prefer?
You fuck off. Fuck off. How's that? I'm sorry. I'm talking to the chat right now.
So that's a cock and ball torture answer. You want yours to be torture and you're embarrassed.
No, fuck off just said he drives a Prius. So if that is anyone that knows, he can go fuck himself. He can go fuck himself because I was right. I'm right all the time. I'm right.
Imagine driving a Prius.
Yeah, I'd drive a Prius right into your fucking ass. Oh, so
yeah.
I'm in the real quick. I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen washing the baby bottles because my wife's upstairs putting the kids to
where
sleep.
you belong.
Because you're a trad father.
Yeah,
You actually like actual trad. aka you actually take care of your kids.
So I'm in there, and then my wife comes down. I'm like, I'm putting because the kids were a little sick recently with a little cough. I don't know if you guys know about this thing COVID that's going around. They were sick with that.
Sounds fake.
No, I've been spitting in old women's mouths for weeks.
The girl in your room is that old? Ooh, yo, bro, you gotta cut ties. Anyways, so I'm cleaning bottles. And my wife comes downstairs and she's like, she goes up and like, oh, cool, thank you. And then she like tickles my butthole. I'm like, yo, hey, hold up, real quick, wait a minute, cut it out. And then she's laughing. I'm like, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. And I'm gonna get you back. And then flash forward, we're upstairs watching Blacklist season 9, episode 4.
Is that show any good?
It's really good. I like it. Fuck you.
Because any show my stepmother watches is almost always guaranteed to be complete shit. But I guess that you said it's good. That I have to
see. I like it because it's good. It's definitely like really good in the beginning. It's interesting, but like they finally, the end of season 8, they kind of closed the main story arc, in my opinion. They didn't like officially do it, but they might as well have. So that was cool. But like I think it's really good. Like I don't think it needs to be 45 minutes long, like an hour long show. It could be 30 minutes easily, probably. They're doing that, and then I was like, swept her butt, and she's like, "That's not what you do. You like my feet." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right, girl. Put those toes in my mouth." It's good. Didn't really happen. Or did it?
I worry that you're not kidding.
No. You know what's funny is like, I'm actually like, as I said, I'm not actually into feet, and then Matt's be like, "Yeah, Matt, we know you're not into feet, quote unquote."
Yeah, Matt, we know you're not actually into feet, but continue.
Listen, like, I mean, I joke about the twin camera, but I'm only totally joking. I mean, it's not like I'm going to snap after the next woman breaks my heart, and then I just become a cultist that runs a gay cult with armed militia that's anti-government and pro-gay sex. That's totally a joke, of course.
Yeah, sounds like a joke.
Yeah,
Can't
exactly.
have gay sex without the government.
Yeah,
it's like private property.
Yeah.
You just wait on that statement, Ben.
Yeah, I think bottoms are property. So this is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, any closing thoughts, gentlemen?
Definitely don't forget that Fauci was the head of like, all that shit for the HIV/AIDS.
Yeah, Fauci fucked up AIDS and COVID.
He fucked up AIDS and let hundreds of thousands of people die.
He's going for the turkey.
And now he's going to do the same thing with COVID because he's not good at his fucking job. He's just a bureaucratic piece of shit who deserves to be shot on the street like a fucking dog.
That's good ending thought. Thank you for that.
I mean, probably more like actually get a trial so everything that is known that he did wrong would be known. Because shooting someone in the head doesn't really solve that issue if he's not known what he did wrong. But the idea is still there.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he let hundreds of thousands of gay people die due to his ineptitude. And I think that being ignored is fucking disgusting. And yet again, the fact the gay community doesn't want him shot, like a dog in the street is absurdly upsetting.
That's because the gay community is run by the CIA.
Well, going back to it.
Wait a minute. What?
Whoa, yo,
I like
put a
the
pin in it.
conspiracy theory.
Put
Makes
it.
no
Put
sense.
in a pin. It.
Pin,
Put a
pin.
Put a pin in it.
That's next episode.
For next episode.
Next episode.
But I just think it's because people's memories, the typical voter memory is shit, and that's why no one remembers what Fauci did. Well, you know what? We're gonna get Luke back on. We're gonna talk specifically about Fauci, and we're gonna talk about all this. That's what we're gonna do next time. But for tonight, that is it. Thank you for everyone who came out, and thank you Yimmer for calling it in with your sex hair. Or lack of sex hair.
I don't believe in sex. I'm literally been on nothing but
your hair. Your hair looks
alcohol.
like you got topped. So good for her. Good for her. All right, everybody.
Listen,
Fuck you.
There's about 12 twinks here. Don't be rude.
12 twinks.
It's New Jersey.
I counted 13, but whatever.
Tony Soprano lookalikes are here. All right. I got a guy who looks like Paul Sorvino. It's great.
I don't know who that is. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll catch you next week.